Calvin Jordan, Democratic Committeeman of the Rich Township Democratic Organization. I'd like to welcome you to the Cook County Democratic Party podcast about our organization, its candidates, and its leaders. We're currently interviewing the party's endorsed candidate for the June 28, 22 primary, so you can learn more about their backgrounds and unique stories. Today, I'm excited to welcome Yumeka Brown, candidate for MWRD for the 6-year term. Yumeka, welcome aboard.
Thank you so much, Committeeman. My name is Yumeka Brown. I am a candidate for Commissioner of the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District, 6-year term. I am also the village clerk in Madison, as well as the president of the Rich Township Democratic Organization, nonprofit professional, and a small business owner.
Well, Yumeka, tell me a little bit more about your background, if you don't mind, please.
Sure. So for the past 22 years, I have been working in the nonprofit sector. I am a certified association executive. I've spent my career working in associations such as the American Library Association, working to protect and defend the First Amendment of the Constitution so that books aren't removed from library shelves and that individuals and patrons have access to information. I also worked at the Alzheimer's Association to create a world without Alzheimer's, working with researchers. And most currently, I work as the Senior Director of Governance and Operations for the American Academy of Hospice and Palliative Medicine. And so a nonprofit professional looking to continue my service as Commissioner of the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District.
Well, tell me what made you decide to take these big steps and run for Commissioner of Water Reclamation?
So currently there are 5 million residents in Cook County, and there are 2 million in the Southland region where we live, south of downtown Chicago. And on a 9-member board, there is no representation for the Southland. I know as a governance professional that a board is exceptional when it has a board made up of technical skills, competency, as well as representation. So I decided to throw my head in the ring because I believe that representation is important, especially from a personal experience where in 2019, my son contracted an environmental waterborne illness that nearly took his life. Since that time, he has since fully recovered, but this is an opportunity for me to be a representation of the Southland region and to ensure that no mother or family should have to endure what I went through with my very own family. So I am turning my pain into purpose. As a commissioner of MWRD, I am looking to partner with STEM programs to create the future generation of leaders and also to eradicate environmental injustices that we're seeing in Black and Brown communities. I believe that that is very important, and I am looking to utilize my background and experience to make a difference on MWRD's board.
Also, I'd like to ask you, and as you run for this position, but I was very intrigued about your background and also being selected with I Will. Could you tell me a little bit about your experience with I Will?
Yes, I Will is the Illinois Women in Leadership Training Academy. It is an amazing organization that was created to help Democratic women get elected to various seats in office. So in 2020, I was a proud student in that class, which really taught and prepared me for this race. It is led by Loretta Durbin and a group of fabulous women who really believe in women and believe that we need to have a voice at the table. I am very proud to say, as I've been journeying through this county, everywhere I go, I see an I Will woman somewhere, and they have literally given me the breath of fresh air to keep going. When you see friendly women who have the same vision and mission as you, and that has really kept me and propelled me to continue on. It is a phenomenal organization. This is a shameless plug, but if you are a woman looking to, get into public service, I think you should definitely look into the I Will organization that will give you the knowledge and, that you'll need to run for office such as this.
And also, could you tell me about your background and your experience in rebuilding the Rich Township Democratic Organization?
Yes, so I am one of those individuals that believe that you should serve where you lay your head. So being a part of the Rich Township Democratic Organization has been, just been a great thing for me personally. I want to thank you, Committeeman Calvin Jordan, for bringing me onto the team to build the organization. It has enabled me to, work with qualified candidates to ensure that the Southland is thriving and that we are moving forward. And to be a part of something like that is just, it's just huge. And I think over the past 4 years, we've done some amazing things. We've elected, worked to elect the first African-American woman to sit on the 15th Judicial Sub-Circuit, Judge Nicole Patton. And, in light of everything that we're seeing in the judicial system, it's good to have a qualified, educated, Black woman to represent, African Americans that in the communities in which we serve. We have elected school board members, from the Rich Township 227 school board, so that we can turn our educational systems around, even in District 159. And now you have a homegrown candidate as myself, running for Cook County Commissioner, which will, I will become a voice from the Southland as well. So I just want to thank you for your leadership and your vision to, empower the next generation of leaders in Rich Township. I know that that is going to be your legacy, and you'll be proud of the work that we do as we move the Rich Township Democratic Organization forward and the Southland region.
And what I'm really intrigued by you and what you have done, especially when it comes to registering people, getting other people involved. Matter of fact, I noticed back early before you guys even got on the ballot, what you did one Saturday and having people from all sectors of the Southland. Could you just expound on how you were able to organize? I know you, along with your brother Adam, you guys did an outstanding job, and people are still talking about it.
One of the things that I know you, myself, Adam Shorter, that we believe in is engaging everyone. Everyone should be a part of our democracy. So we wanted to get out the vote. So we started from our state senators to our state representatives to school board members, community members, church leaders, but we wanted to get everyone to be a part of getting out the vote, getting us on the ballot, and understanding and learning who these candidates are and what they will do for the Southland. Because if we elect bad leaders, then that's a negative impact on our community. So we wanted to make sure that we had everyone involved so that they can hear from the candidates. They can see why the Cook County Democratic Organization got behind these candidates. This is the most diverse ticket that we have seen in a very long time from the Cook County Democratic Party. So we wanted to make sure that everyone had the opportunity to meet these candidates. I will say that in the dead heart of the winter, as a candidate for Cook County Commissioner for the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District, we were able to collect over 30,000 signatures to get on the ballot. And that is not to credit myself, but that is to credit the work of various Southland leaders, including yourself, Committeeman Jordan, just to make sure that we got everyone involved. You are an inclusive leader, and I'm very thankful for that, because you can't get anything done alone. And I know that together we'll do some amazing things, not only for the Southland, but for the county as well as the state of Illinois.
Well, I got a few more questions and we're going to conclude it, but I want to ask you, it's been almost a year that you have started this journey. And I commend you, because there have not been many candidates like you guys that have been running for a whole year. Normally when you run a year, you've already gone through the primary, you've gone through the general, but I've watched you as you have gone, whether it's been up north, whether it's been south, whether it's been west side, whether it's been back south, the number of people. Could you just tell me your experience and what you have been able to do, as people talk about running countywide, but I've seen you all over. Matter of fact, I've seen you out, you and President Prackwinkle, whether it's up in Niles, whether it's up in Skokie, you're there. So could you just tell me a little bit more about your experience and just meeting the different party leaders?
Yes, that has been phenomenal. I will tell you, as a professional, both personally and professionally, I have grown tremendously from this experience. In order for you to accomplish anything, you have to put in the hard work. And I wanted to not only make myself and my family proud, but the Democratic organization in the Southland by going across this county representing the diverse needs of the Southland region. And I am very thankful for the many leaders in this party who understand the needs of the Southland region, and they want the same thing that we want for our communities. And, I knew it was going to be a feat when you go out and you talk about representation, you talk about environmental issues that you're facing in the Southland region. But to my surprise, when I, met with various leaders throughout the county, they say, you know what, you're right. You guys do need this. We're going to get behind you, because in order for us to move this party forward, we have to be a voice for all residents of Cook County. So I just want to thank all of the committeemen that have embraced me and my candidacy to be a voice from the Southland region and the entire county. But it is a lot of work. And I know that this is something that you cannot do alone. So it has taught me that, the importance of relationships and working together and being honest about what you're trying to accomplish in this race. So, we have about a little over 30 days left. I am excited to be, wrapping up this part of the primary election. I know we'll be going into the general, but I do want to take this opportunity to thank everyone that has gotten behind me to support me, as well as the organization and what we're trying to bring to the Southland region, just to have a part and to be a voice on this 9-member board that has a huge impact on our public safety, as well as the public health of Cook County.
Could you also tell me a little bit about the candidates, the ones who are slated with you running for MWRD?
Yes, so I am currently slated with Mariana Sparopoulos. She is a current sitting commissioner, and she has done, an amazing job. I was actually with her last night, and we were with the bricklayers, and, they just, talked about all of the phenomenal things that she's done with responsible bidding and making sure that labor has a voice at the table. I am also slated with Patricia Teresa Flynn. She is a trustee in Crestwood. Many of you probably do not know, but she was definitely a crusader in the fight when a water scandal broke out in the Crestwood region. And then Mariana Sparopoulos, Patricia Teresa Flynn, we're running for the 6-year term. And then you have Dan Pogo-Chelsky. We call him Dan Pogo. He is running for the 2-year term. Dan has just been a bright light on this campaign. He's very positive, outgoing, and I don't know anyone that will work as hard as Dan. And what I love about Dan is that he also shares the vision of, being a voice for the entire Cook County, eradicating environmental injustices. And so I hope that you all will support our entire slate of candidates for the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. I believe that we're all qualified candidates. We will all work very hard for you, as well as bringing a new voice to the board. I think this will become the youngest board in the history of MWRD. So we bring fresh new ideas, perspectives, and we will work hard for you. We all understand that we're not being elected for our own personal agendas, but we're all here to work for the Cook County residents.
Well, I want to conclude by saying I want to thank you for your leadership, for your true dedication. Not only that, your wife, your mother, congratulations. Your son just recently graduated, getting ready to go to college. But you do a litany and an abundance of things in the Southland. And with your leadership abilities, that's why it's been great to be able to work with you as the president of Rich Township. And I can truly say when we've gotten those numbers out and number one at times, it's been because of your leadership and it's because of your organization. And I couldn't have done this alone. So again, I want to thank you for what you have done. And I look forward to us being victorious. And thanks again for being able to interview you, especially someone who's worked with me. So, you're just starting and I see you doing many big things. Thank you.
Thank you so much, committeeman. At the core of the foundation, I am a party builder. you know, so sometimes I have to switch hats from being a candidate, but, you know, my heart lies with building this party so that we can continue to protect our democracy of being Democrats and what that means and making sure that people have the necessities to live everyday lives. So thank you so much for your support. And Madam President Preckwinkle, I also want to thank you for your support as well.
Thank you so much.